Hey, great to see you. You chose the cookie cutter activity. It looks like a brain, doesn't it? Ah, geez, I wonder why that is. Oh, wait, I know why. Since this is all for Purple Day, maybe there is a brain cookie because epilepsy is found in the brain where there's lots of extra electricity in the brain. And that's why the brain is an important thing to talk about when we talk about epilepsy. But, how do we use this cookie cutter? You know, I think there is someone that can help me out with this. My great friend, Jaklynn. She's an amazing baker, and I think she can help us out with our brain cookies. They're going to be delicious. So, Jaklynn, take it away.
Oh, hi, everyone. Did you just see my friend Lily? She moves so fast, I just don't know how she does it. So, I heard you were looking to make some brain cookies for Purple Day for epilepsy. Did you get your Purple Day brain kit yet? Oh, you did. That's great, because I'm going to show you how to make some sugar cookies so we can use those brain cookie cutters that you just got in your kit. And while we wait for the cookies to rise, we can talk a little bit about our beautiful brains too. So, are you ready? All right. So the very first thing we're going to need to make our sugar cookies is adult supervision. So make sure that your parent or your guardian is watching so they can help you keep safe. Okay? Then the next thing we're going to need is all of the ingredients found in your Purple Day Brain Kit sugar cookie recipe card. So do you have all of that ready? Fantastic. So let's get started. So first, we're going to take the flour, the baking powder, and the salt and mix them all together in one bowl. So it's going to look something like this. You're going to want to use a whisk. I'll give this a little mix, but I've already mixed it. You're going to want to mix this for probably about a minute so it's all together, all right? So then we're going to put that bowl aside, and then we're going to take the melted butter and the sugar, and then we're going to mix that all together in a different bowl. And I've already mixed mine together to save a little bit of time, but once it's all mixed together, it's going to look really creamy, something like that, okay? Perfect. So once it looks like this, then we can add our egg and our vanilla, and then we're going to stir it up again. So I've already got it in a bowl here. We're going to put it in. Perfect. And I'm going to mix this for about another minute or so. Okay, how are we doing so far? Good? Oh, excellent. Okay, so now we should have two bowls. One with all of our dry ingredients and one with all of our wet ingredients. Now we're going to put the dry ingredients in with the wet ingredients, and then we're going to mix that all together, okay? So I'm going to do that right now. You want to mix this until it's all nice in one color and all creamy, okay? But you don't want it to be too sticky. If it is too sticky, then you want to add just a little bit more flour, all right? Whew, that was a lot of mixing, but I think my dough is finally ready. So after all your ingredients have been mixed together, your dough should look a little something like this. How does yours look? Good? Amazing. So now for the fun part. What we're going to do is going to divide our dough in half as best as we can. And this doesn't have to be perfect, but you should have two different pieces of dough now. And what we're going to do is get 2 pieces of parchment paper. I have some behind me already here. And we're going to take a little bit of flour and we're going to dust just a little bit of flour onto the parchment paper. And it doesn't have to be a lot, just like this. And then we're also going to put some flour onto our baking rolling, just like that. And now we're going to put each piece of the dough on each parchment paper, and we're going to roll it out until it's about 1/4 of an inch thick. And maybe your parent or your guardian can help you with this part, okay? So, how did it go? Perfect. Here, I'll show you what my cookie dough looks like. All rolled out on 2 separate parchment papers. So yours should look something like this. Now, before we can put these in the oven, we have to let them cool in the refrigerator for about 1 to 2 hours. So I'm going to do that now, and then we'll come right back, okay? Okay, so now that we've waited and our cookie dough is chilled for about 1 to 2 hours in the refrigerator, now we get to have some fun. It's time to make some brain cookies. All right, so take your dough out, and you're going to take your brain cookie cutter here and gently place it on the dough and push it down. Just like that, okay? Then, what we're left with, once you pull away some of the extra dough, is what is going to be our brain cookies. So we're going to place these on parchment paper on our baking tray about 2 to 3 inches apart, and we're going to put those into the oven. What you want to do with all of this extra dough is keep re-rolling it out to make as many brain cookies as you possibly can, okay? So while we're waiting for these to bake, I'm going to send you over to my friend Chaim because I know he's got a lot of really fun facts and information about the brain that he would love to tell you all about, okay? So are you ready to meet Chaim? Perfect. Here he is.
Oh, hi there. You know, baking can remind us of some special moments in our lives. Like, we can remember a specific recipe we haven't used in a while. Or we can even remember our family's favorite cookies. My family loves chocolate chip. Our brains use the power of memory and all the things that we've done before to help us make sure our cookies are amazing. Some parts of our brain help us remember how to do things, like how to bake cookies. Scientists call this kind of memory procedural memory. Say that with me. Procedural memory. That's right. Other parts of our brain help us remember the things that can happen to us, like the time we ate chocolate chip cookies with a friend. This kind of memory is called episodic memory. Say that with me. Episodic memory. The reason we know about these different types of memory is because of someone called HM. HM was a person living with epilepsy and who worked with lots of scientists like Canadian Brenda Milner. When Brenda Milner and her team worked with HM, together they learned all about the way our brain is designed. Because of HM, we learned about the medial temporal lobe. The medial temporal lobe is key to specific kind of memory, like episodic memory. Because of Brenda Milner and HM, we learned lots about the brain, epilepsy, and other conditions that can happen in the brain. And thanks to everything we learned, we can help people when they need it. Oh, and I think Jaklynn must be done with the cookies by now.
Oh, hey everyone, you're back, and perfect timing. I just took a batch of brain cookies out of the oven, and I think they turned out perfect. I also had a little bit of extra time to let them fully cool, and I decorated one with icing especially for Purple Day. Kind of looks like a brain, don't you think? Now it's your turn. So use your brain cookie cutters and make some fun Purple Day cookies. When you're done, you can put some icing or sprinkles on them, or just have them plain and take a picture to share with your friends and family. You could even share pictures of your cookies on social media using the hashtag #ThePowerOfPurple for your chance to get your cookie featured on our Purple Day livestream event happening on March 26th at 3:30 on our Facebook page. Maybe I'll see you there. Bye, everyone.